The Deviljho is possibly one of the most terrifying creatures I've ever encountered in gaming history. And that sounds like an overstatement when we have so many different horror games and all of that, but if we go back to little 12-year-old me, I was absolutely wetting my pants whenever the Deviljho interrupted my high rank quest in Monster Hunter 3. I want to describe why I felt that way before I really get into the meat of this video, before I really bite down and chomp down on some meat. Pause. I feel like it's important to explain my own personal experiences with the Deviljho before I describe how absolutely terrifying and amazing it is. My first experience with the Deviljho was when I was first doing high rank quests in Monster Hunter 3. I had absolutely no idea it existed, and honestly just ignored the question mark threat on the quest selection page before I started it. I mean, I was used to ignoring the freaking threats on the quest page, so I mean, why would I look at this one with a question mark, guys? Why would I be concerned about that? So anyway, I started this quest hunting like a Royal Ludroth or something on a deserted island. Honestly, I really don't remember what I was hunting, but that part isn't super important anyway. So I start tearing up this Royal Ludroth or whatever. I mean, going absolutely insano mode. You know, because I'm goated with the sauce, baby. But then I hear an alert sound and the music changes. So I look over and see the most intimidating pickle I've ever seen before. And this was before Pickle Rick was a thing, guys. Monster Hunter was doing this shit 8 years in advance. Rick and Morty just stole their whole flow on some bullshit. On some Soulja Boy bullshit. Every Monster Hunter fan in the comments needs to boycott Rick and Morty because they absolutely stole the idea for Pickle Rick from the Pickle Deviljho. And honestly, I wasn't too scared of the Deviljho at first, to be completely honest. Because while it was somewhat intimidating, I wouldn't say it was any scarier than like the Wraithlos or Lagiacrus. So I start wailing on it, because it's a new monster I just found, and I start tearing those cheeks up. Or so I think I am. Then it goes into rage mode, and little 12-year-old me saw the devil get all big and red, big bad wolf, and I'm thinking, okay, shit just got interesting. Unfortunately, shit getting interesting was just me getting one shot after it finally actually hit me with a decent shot while in rage mode. Having false confidence from how I was kicking its ass from before rage mode, I go right back after it. And it just bends me over and gives me its big purple pickle right up my butt. Why did I write that down? Oh my... Pause. After that, I was completely terrified of the Deviljho. I had nightmares featuring the rage-roided up monster that actually destroyed my hopes and dreams. And I'm not even joking here, I was like 12, guys, okay? Give me a pass. Oh, it was scary. It was scary! Anyway, let's get directly into the description of the Deviljho, its physical appearance, and all of that jazz. Before we start talking about the Deviljho's appearance, I think it's important to talk about the appearance of Ram from Rainbow Six Siege. She's so bad, bro. If you look like her, hit me up, please. Please. She's the baddest female in the whole game. Her gun sucks ass, and the recoil has me questioning my skill at video games, but that's kind of irrelevant to the topic at hand. Anyway, this next bit is going to be ripped from the Monster Hunter Wiki on the Deviljho. Check it out, it has some super interesting information, provides all kinds of advice on fighting pretty much every monster in the game if you need any help. Anyway, I just literally stole their shit, so I'm going to read it here. The Deviljho is a very large, bipedal, brute wyvern characterized by its uniform forest green coloration and muscular upper body. Its thick hide is littered with short, jagged spines that reach a maximum height along the back and tail. Deviljho has a narrow snout with a large lower jaw, covered in multiple rows of teeth spreading outwards from the mouth. It has massive, powerful hind legs, but tiny, poorly developed forelegs that it rarely utilizes. When enraged, Deviljho's back and shoulder muscles swell considerably, revealing scars. During this period, areas of its skin will take on a bright red coloration. Basically, that description the description says that's a giant T-Rex shaped pickle with lots of spikes and big sharp teeth designed to tear you apart. Okay, well, I just plagiarized the wiki for the physical appearance section, so I guess we're done here. Moving on. My best advice for fighting the Deviljho for the first time is asking your Japanese friend who only speaks Japanese at all and doesn't understand you, and spam selecting a quest where the Deviljho might show up. Then in that quest, when the Deviljho does show up, you run out of the zone and let your Japanese friend with 2,000 hours in the game take care of the Deviljho himself. Then after you successfully work together to defeat the Deviljho, and by that I mean you hide while he does all the work, think to yourself what was going on with Monster Hunter servers for Americans and Japanese people to be put together in the same lobbies in 2010. Anyway, this obviously isn't real advice. Well, I mean it kind of is, it worked for me, but good luck. The Deviljho is incredibly agile for its size, and hits extremely hard as well. Honestly, to this day, I still find fighting the Deviljho in Monster Hunter 3 more difficult than any other fight in all of my time playing Monster Hunter. Besides trying to beat the Behemoth solo in Monster Hunter World, I mean, that's more like an event thing than an actual fight. It's also pretty much impossible to win by yourself, unless you're like way better than me at games. But moving on, I truly find the Deviljho's attack pattern is pretty difficult to memorize and hard to dodge. Between the 5 attack long bite patterns that seem to cover the entire distance of an area, the Dragon Breath that seems to hit just to insta-kill you, and the insane jumps it can make to cover the distance of the entire map, you'll absolutely have your hands full. First time I beat the Deviljho solo was actually using the bowgun, because I found myself getting hit and combo to death whenever I tried to use melee. Keeping distance was my first path to victory. However, people who are actually good at the game will have the most success with any quick melee weapons. Pretty much, as long as you aren't using the Greatsword and Lance against Deviljho, you'll find yourself in a winnable situation. If you do win with the Lance or Greatsword, you're just built different, I guess, because you're better than me, that's for sure. Because there's no way, I was a Greatsword main, there was zero chance I was ever beating the damn Deviljho with a Greatsword. Anyway, I didn't make this video to explain to you how to beat the Deviljho. I made it to Dick Ride, one of my favorite monsters in the Monster Hunter series. I mean, beyond that, there isn't really a huge point to this video, so I apologize for that, and you really just got suckered into watching this whole thing so far. But don't click away yet, because now we're going into the lore. The Deviljho has some of the coolest and saddest lore in the game, and I really mean that. Joe here unfortunately burns an unbelievable amount of calories, such a large amount that the devil has to essentially be hunting for new prey to eat 24/7 when it's not sleeping, or will almost for sure meet certain death. This means that the Deviljho is essentially gluttony personified, and really paints the monster in a new light. Instead of just being a relentless killer, it now becomes an almost pitiful creature that must constantly fight to continue on with its own existence. I released a video about the Deviljho ages ago that's no longer up, that goes into the moral conundrum of the Deviljho, and if the monster should even exist in the first place. It's almost as if killing one is just effectively putting it out of its misery, because it will never find peace as long as it's alive. Deviljho's life is filled with constant hunting, conflict, and feeding. Like almost any other creature to exist, it never goes any moment without fighting or looking for a fight. It's in a state of constant stress and pain. That, coupled with the fact that Deviljho's destroy every single ecosystem that they happen to find, almost points to the fact that the moral thing may be the complete and utter extinction of the Deviljho as a species. Literally nothing good comes from the existence of the Deviljho. It's all negative. Just like Twitter. I mean, researchers in the Monster Hunter world have been able to find a single ecosystem that can remain healthy while holding just 1 or 2 Deviljhos in it because of how much they consume by themselves and their ever-present hunting state. So it's like, we gotta put them bitches down. Like, let's just be real here. Like, execute them, bro. Just execute them. It's all we can do. I honestly don't understand why they aren't even Elder Dragons. Maybe it's because they're a bit too common and fit the description of a wyvern pretty well. However, they're also an extreme danger to the ecosystem around them. It can cause permanent damage, which is typical of Elder Dragons. Beyond the Deviljho being extremely dangerous in every ecosystem, it also seems to be able to live in pretty much every ecosystem. There's literally 0 places in the entire Monster Hunter world where the Deviljho can't be. I mean, somehow it's even in the New World. So either there was a Pangea thing going on millions of years ago, and the Deviljho evolved exactly the same in the Old and New World, or these bitches can swim, like, really far. Michael Phelps, if he was really big, looked like a pickle, and was extremely dangerous. Obviously, I really like the Deviljho. This is my second video on the beautiful creature. My dick is absolutely rock hard. Think about Ram from Rainbow Six Siege. Got my pickle looking like the Deviljho, baby. Anyway, this video wasn't extremely well put together. I just want to talk about one of my favorite monsters from one of my favorite game series. I feel like Deviljho is one of the most respected monsters in the game in general. I hope a lot of you guys agree with me, and if this off-topic video that loosely talks about it doesn't convince you, then I don't know what it'll take. Now that I've effectively proved to you guys that Ram is the hottest character from Rainbow, I'm going to go ahead and give you my outro. Please like and subscribe. This is probably my least serious video on this channel, so if you want to check out my other videos that have way more structure, please do. I just kind of did this for fun. I thought it would be pretty funny. I thought you guys would enjoy a little bit about it too. I don't know, guys. I'm just rambling here. Also, I used a pretty decent amount of different videos to create this video because I don't really have the resources to record week gameplay, so credit to all of those videos that are used in the script. Wait, no. All of the videos used will be in the description with credit to the people that I may or may not have borrowed without permission from. Look, most of these videos are like 8 years old. Most of these channels are dead. I'm just using my resources here, guys. But, of course, if one of these people are still active and they see that I use their video, I gave you credit, and I really do appreciate you letting me use your video. And if you strike me down, I'll understand. I'll remove and use a different video. But I'm going to go ahead and assume that most of these channels are dead that are 8 years old that I'm using these videos from. And of course, like the Monster Hunter trailer, I mean, that's free use. Like, I'm going to use the Monster Hunter trailers, but I'm going to use the Monster Hunter trailers. Anyway, this channel is not monetized, makes a whopping negative money. So, if you want to support, please just like and subscribe and help me get my watch time up. I would really appreciate it. You know, that's all I need is like 4,000 watch hours, 500 more subs, and you know, we can make some bank, guys. Or I mean, I can make some bank. You guys aren't going to be making shit. But I would appreciate it. Please, please, please like and subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching all the way through. Leave your comments on the video because that helps me in the algorithm. And will never mind. I'm going to stop talking about my greed. Anyway, that's anyway, I respond to most comments, or pretty much every comment, unless you're like a complete dick or asshole, either to me or to someone else in the comments. But as long as you're a pretty chill person, if you disagree with me, I'm going to respond. If you agree with me, I'm going to respond. If you look like Ram from Rainbow Six Siege, I'm definitely going to respond. So yeah, that's it, guys. Stay blessed and stay happy.